For the longest time now, Fletcher and I have been saying it would be really awesome if we could hunt for pronghorn antelope out on a desert map. Well, actually, it was kind of his idea first, but I thought it was a cool idea too. Anyways, we do have pronghorn antelope. However, if you notice, out here on Silver Age Peaks, the pronghorn antelope are mostly congregated around water sources, or sometimes they're bedded out in these meadows, but rarely do you ever find them just like roaming around. Whereas in a desert map, we're actually going to be able to see them roaming around and kind of like figure out what patterns they're using and try and cut them off and try and get the big bucks. I mean, this is fun and all, but it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. You literally run right to the water source and you pick out whatever one you want and you take down a nice pronghorn buck, which I doubt you would ever do that in real life. You know, you're not really going to go to water sources and hunt for pronghorn antelope. They're going to be out in the open, right out in the wide open, and they're going to be super far away. They're going to be very smart, and you got to sneak up on them and get as close as you can to take a shot, because otherwise they're going to be gone. You can't just sneak up on water holes, pick out whichever one you want, and shoot them. But the point is, yeah, it can be fun, but at the same time, it is pretty easy to just run out here and smoke anything that you want as far as pronghorn. See, there you have it. Beautiful double lung shot, 71.7 and 170 yard shot. We just arrived to another lake here and we have yet some more pronghorn. That's actually a pretty big one there. I think it might be a dark at about 270. So we'll definitely take him down. See if we can't take the shot at about 270 here. Perfect shot. And we are in fact using the Mosin Nagant. We have got some questions yesterday saying, is he still running? And by the way, we are in fact using the Mosin Nagant. As you can see right here, a lot of people are saying that we're using the M1, but we're really not. This is the Mosin Nagant. I know it looks kind of like the M1, but it's actually the Mosin Nagant. Well, we took the shot right here, and in fact, he actually only went like 40 yards. So I think we're actually looking at a different pronghorn, because this guy didn't go very far at all. But that looks really cool. He might be a diamond potential pronghorn. He really might be. He's giant. He is giant. 96.8 and 98 is diamond. So he is a giant. He actually weighed 134 pounds. That is a huge pronghorn. But we double lunged him at 260 yards. So a perfect shot there with the Mosin Nagant and a beautiful pronghorn antelope. Yeah, that was cool. But can you imagine being able to hunt like this? Where it's wide open, you can see for miles, nothing but desert and one river. Full of mule deer, pronghorn, desert elk, desert bighorn sheep, turkeys, whitetail, pheasant, red fox, and much more. What do we got right there? That's a nice pronghorn buck. Nice pronghorn antelope. Actually, it looks like there's a couple. Is that a female or a male? No, we got two males. I do believe that the one on the front is definitely the biggest one. Let's go prone. And they should be about 150 out here. Once we get to this hill, we should be able to take the shot. We got Chase next to us here to our right, but hopefully he doesn't spook anything. I think we should be okay. This is pretty cool. Basically, we spotted this big pronghorn buck out here in this meadow, and now we're trying to sneak up on him and cut him off because it looks like he's definitely coming this direction. In fact, he's right there. I don't really know if we can get on this rock or not, but... And there he is right there. Big old buck coming right to us. Nice. Alright, we'll just take our time and get ready for the shot. He's only about like 100 out right there, so we should definitely take the shot soon. Shot looked good to me. Should have been a perfect shot. And he just tipped over right there. We could probably try and take that one as well, but he got a little bit too far out. Alright, well, that was pretty intense. Now, there's no water. Okay, there's a river right here, but they were not going to come here and drink. Actually, what they were doing is they were trying to, if I could remember how to use the controls here, they were trying to cross this river here, and they were going to come over to this side. Take a look at this. There's nothing over here but desert. Bushes, desert, and what we did was we were actually covering a lot of ground, just doing some spot and stalking here. He should be a pretty good one. I mean, from what I can see, he was definitely the bigger of the two. One thing is, though, the rifle is not very powerful on this because that thing shouldn't have gone that far. He ran probably close to 200 yards. The shot was only like 100 yards out, if that. Maybe like 90 yards probably, because he was standing like right here. I could see the forks on him from quite a ways away. I don't really know if we can take a picture of this, so I think we might have to take kind of a screenshot, but still gonna get kind of a cool picture, I guess. He was actually an adult, so a pretty nice size one. But nonetheless, do you realize how cool that was? For us to be able to see him spot and stalk a huge pronghorn buck like that. Not just running to a water hole or a lake and taking him down. We actually saw him coming across this desert from quite a ways out here. Man, all my controllers are so messed up compared to Call of the Wild, but anyways, you understand what I'm saying. There's one river here, right? And all they do is cross. They don't come here and drink or anything like that. So to be able to have a map where we could actually cover a lot of ground and not have to worry about only hunting animals when they're drinking is going to be pretty exceptional for me. One thing we're probably going to see on the new map is going to be some mule deer, so I would like to see some desert mule deer out here too, as well as some desert bighorn sheep. What do you think about that? Well, would you look at what we just found out here? A pretty nice muley buck, as well as a doe. So we're going to try and get a little bit closer here and see if we can't take a shot. Unless we see a bigger buck, then we'll probably go for him instead. But for now, it looks like a pretty decent muley. It looks like our buck's about to step out into range. He's right behind that cactus. We're looking at about 100 yards out right there. So we'll let him come a little bit closer. We'll probably take him somewhere around here, which should put him at somewhere about 80 yards. Alright, here he comes. He kind of looks like a whitetail. The rack is pretty unique. I like that a lot. It's going to be kind of a tough angle, but I think what we'll do, we'll probably hold on the front shoulder as he's walking like that, because if he gets too much closer here, we're not even going to have a shot. Definitely smoked him. He is not going far, and he's down right there. That was pretty cool. We watched that big old muley walk all the way up to about 50 yards out, and we took him down right on top of this rock with a 308 bolt action rifle. That was pretty awesome. Well, let's go get him. And here he is down right here. Let's have a look. He does have a very cool rack. Kind of just like I said, kind of like a whitetail rack, you know what I mean? Yeah, very cool. Interesting. Let's grab him, and that's it's an adult. Ended up getting a nice lung shot 80 yards out, so pretty nice shot. And yeah, I mean, that was just so cool to be able to see him coming in like that. And we didn't actually go out really, you know, to a specific spot. We just covered a bunch of ground again, and that's how we found that really nice muley buck. I just snuck up on two really big pronghorn bucks. They're right in front of us here. Where'd they go? Oh, right there, right there. That is an absolute giant. Holy, that's a huge pronghorn. Oh my god, that was giant. We dropped him. Let's go over there and go take a look. Oh my god. I didn't know he was that big. I actually didn't see that one. The other one I saw was a pretty decent one. So I thought, okay, one of these is pretty good. And I was going to take that one down, and all of a sudden I saw this one was just huge. Wow. Hold up. We don't want to lose our pronghorn here now. There he is right there. Oh my god. Look at that. I really wish we could take a cool picture of that. You know what? I think that's going to work pretty good just like that. Let's pick him up and find out how big he's going to be. Well, first off, we made a perfect intestine and a heart shot as he was quartering away at 120 yards. But he was only an adult. That big of a pronghorn was only an adult. Either way, he's a giant. He's definitely a giant. I believe we were right on top of that ridge right there. And the pronghorn were sneaking through this little valley down here. And we took him down right here. No water anywhere near where we're at. All we're doing right now is spot and stalk. Man, that was awesome. So yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I am definitely planning on getting a New Mexico map where we can hunt pronghorn antelope for the first time in their actual terrain. Like I said before, Fletcher and I have been wanting this for quite some time. We've been telling Call of the Wild that we really wanted to be able to hunt pronghorn antelope in their own habitat, and now I am hoping we're finally going to be able to do that. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.